Welcome back to my new video. This video, we are going to write table API queries, okay? So we are going to create a batch mode environment, create a table environment, and as well use the table environment to create a sample data set, and then we'll apply all the aggregation or transformation functions on them. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to create a new file, which I'm going to call 03-write table queries. Okay, and I'm going to still some code here because we are going to be using the batch mode. So I'm going to copy everything and then paste it here and then delete the stream mode. Okay. So the next thing we are going to do is to create the orders. We have a orders table. I'm just going to paste it and then explain to you what is going on. Okay, so here we are using the table data, the table API to create a table from this element. And then we've already seen this before, this function from elements, okay? So this is the name, the country, and then the revenue the person makes. Let's say this is 10,000, 30,000, 3,000, and then 2,000, okay? So these are the revenue. And the other list is the, let's call it the schema. Schema is equal to that. And this holds the name. We could also apply the data types, but we'll do that in a later video. So this is the orders table. So what we want to do here is to compute revenue for all customers from France, okay? So the next thing we can do is to say orders. Let's create the main object, the main function. And then let's call it orders dot. Okay, so you can see these are all the transformation functions on the table, the orders table. Okay, so the first we are going to do is to select. So the select function is we use it to select the fields. And then we're going to call, so there are different ways of doing this. So you can use the call function, which we can import from the expressions, table.expressions. We can do this and then pass in the name of the column we want to select. So we want to select the name. The other way is to use the orders and say dot, let's say country. So this is another way of doing it instead of using the call. And then you can also say orders dot revenue, okay? Once you do this, you can say dot. Now we want to filter the data, okay? So we can either use a filter or we can use the where clause. So we are going to use the where clause. So where orders dot country is equal to what? France. Okay. Once we filter by France, we can now say we want to group by. and which field we want to group by. We want to use the orders dot, we want to group by the name. Once we group by the name, we want to do selection again. And then we say orders dot the name of that field. And then once we select the name field, now we have the revenue field, right? Now we want to sum the revenue. So if we filter by France, we want to add these two values, which will give us the revenue. So there is a function called call, okay? Call. And this call, let's import a call. And the call comes from the expressions API. And this takes a function. So we want to sum. So we put in the so we pass in the column that we want to sum dot revenue. Okay. And then we can alias it. Okay. Dot alias. Alias is to give it a new name. Okay. So we can call it revenue total. Okay. Once we do this, now we can call exec on it, execute and print it. Okay. So I'm just going to say dot is execute and then we say print. Okay. So I think we need to do this. Okay, yeah. I think I was missing one parenthesis. So we call the call function, we sum the revenues, and then we alias the results. Okay. So if we group by, and then we remove this. No, I think we're making a mistake. Yeah, so I think that is that. Yeah, so what we did was we want to select using the call function, and then we select the name, the country, and then the revenue. Okay, and then now we want to filter by the country, France, and then we want to group by the name. Then after grouping, we want to select the name and then sum whatever values is in that name. Jack, we want to sum 1,000 plus 2,000, which will give us 3,000. And then whatever that name, column name is, we alias it as revenue total. And then we execute and then print. Okay, so that is our pipeline. So let me run this. If we have any errors, we're going to fix it. So it's still processing. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, it created a new um created a new, I think, should I do the alias here? Okay, so I think the name and then the alias. Let me see if we can do the alias. Okay, so the alias, we do it on the revenue total. Okay, so I think we're doing the alias on the call function. So let's see what the results will look like. Because the first result doesn't look like what I'm expecting. I think if you know what pandas data frame is, this should be very simple. Yeah, so I think this is the results I was looking for. So you see the name is maintained from here, and then the sum, and then we aliasing it as total revenue based on the country. Okay, so this is how you can apply transformations on your table API. Okay, so there are more we can do with this, but this is just a tip of the iceberg. And I'll also show you how you can submit this job to the Flink job manager, and then we view the job in the cluster. So yeah, so this is just to tickle yourself for more new things to come. Okay, so if you like this video, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.